Hello Pythoneer, welcome to your 15th Python tutorial. In the last video, we looked at tuples. In this video, we are taking a look at dictionaries. A dictionary in Python consists of a collection of key value pairs. Now, each key maps to its corresponding value. Dictionaries are ordered, they are changeable, but they do not allow duplicates. Now, this is because these key values, this key needs to be very unique, unlike tuples and lists where, we're dealing only with values. To create a dictionary, you use the curly bracket. The key item is mapped to its corresponding value using a colon. So at this point, I will switch to my code and we'll take a look at it. Okay, so I'll create a dictionary called country. So basically, I'm talking about the profile of a country, and I'm going to use a curly bracket, like I said, and then I'm going to input the items in my curly brackets very quickly. Okay, guys, so I have successfully created my country dictionary. It contains the keys name, capital, and population mapped to the values Ghana, Accra, and then 29 million respectively. So first thing I'll do is to access my items. Okay, so I'll access items in my dictionary. Now, the easiest way to do that is just using the get method. Okay, so it has a method called get, so country dot, and then you can say get, and then within the get, you are going to specify the key that you are interested in. Okay, so I'm interested in name. Okay, now just by doing this and just running your code, okay, so I have to print the output. Sorry, I'll print my output and then I'll run it again, and then Ghana should be specified. Now, apart from that, you can do things like just printing out. Mapping the index, like accessing the index directly. So I can just say country, and then I'll use the square bracket. Okay, so we use the same method when we are using list and then tuples. Okay, so here I can just say name, okay, and I can print out. Okay. And then when I run, okay, I should get Ghana and then Ghana. Okay, so these are ways of accessing. Okay, now we do not use index here. Okay, so we can't do things like slicing and then so on. Okay, here I can also list. Okay, so I can list all my values, and then I can also list all my keys, all my items. Okay, so if you want to list all your keys, okay, you have a function here, a method here called keys. Okay, and you can also do same for, okay, so same for values, and lastly items. Okay, and then when I run, okay, I have been able to list my keys, my values, and then my items. So these are all ways of accessing your dictionary. Now, the next thing I want to do, I can also copy my dictionary. Okay, I'll create another variable called country2, and then I would set it to country dot copy. Okay, so that is the method, and then I can print out my country2. And then notice that my country2 has gotten a copy of country. Now I can update and then I can add. Okay, now we are going to use a very similar function, okay, to do that. So I can say country dot, okay, and then I'll just say update. Now what am I updating? Now I need to specify a dictionary, so like a dictionary within it. Okay, and then like I'm creating a dictionary code. So let's say I want to update a population. Okay, so if I say I want to update population to 30 million, so now when I print my country, okay, notice what I get. So I get 30 million. Now with the same update method, okay, if I specify something that does not exist, okay, like, okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to duplicate this. I'm using the same update, okay, but I would specify currency. And then I will say it's cedis. Now, when I run this, okay, now if what you are trying to update, the key doesn't exist, it's going to add to it, okay, it's going to add, okay. There's no method called add, so it's going to add if what you are specifying does not there. So you always have to be careful to make sure that you have the key right. If not, you are going to add a new this thing, okay, a new dictionary item. Okay, great. So apart from this, okay, with the same update and add in mind, okay, there's another way I can do all this, okay. So what I can do is I can say country, and then I'm going to create, okay, so over here, if I specify, so what I'm going to comment this out, okay, so that when I run, okay, sorry, let me comment this out for now. Okay, so when I run, okay, I have this, okay, so the default items, okay, this one. Now if I am using this approach, okay, if I specify population, so like the same thing, and then so population, and then what I'm going to do over here, I'm going to say equals to, okay, and then I'm going to say 30 million. Okay, now when I run this, now because population here exists, it updates it 30 million. So what if I now say country, okay, and then I'll specify currency, and then I will see this. Okay, now if this doesn't exist, what is going to do? You're going to kind of like append or add. So that's how we create, and then we add to a dictionary, okay. And so we are actually looking at the list modification. So before I continue, I want you guys to know that a dictionary is mutable. This means you can add to, you can update, you can change, and then you can remove its content, okay, like I am doing. Okay, so we can also remove, okay, so the way we remove that, okay, I'll say country dot. Now we don't have a method called remove. What we have is this method called pop, and then pop item. So when do we use pop? Okay, we use pop, okay, when we want to remove a certain key, and then we use pop item when we want to remove the last key. Okay, so I'll first use pop, and then I'll have to specify what I am taking out. Okay, so I want to remove name. Okay, so I'll just say name. Now after I do that, when I print, okay, so when I print country, okay, then you should note that name is now removed. Okay, name is now removed, so you don't have name. Now if I do pop item, okay, so I'll change it to pop item, then I don't need to specify an argument. It doesn't take any argument. Okay, so notice that when I do this, we are going to have currency removed. Okay, so and there you go. So currency, after I added currency, it has been removed. Okay, so let me just do it here. Okay, put this one here so that you can see currency created initially, and then our currency have been removed. Okay, so apart from this, we can also use the delete and then the clear. Okay, so we can delete. So this we can use the delete. Okay, so delete and clear. Now we use delete when we want to delete. Okay, when we want to delete the list completely, and then we use clear when we want to just empty the list. Okay, so I want to use the clear first. So I can just say country dot, and then I just want to clear the item. So there's a method called clear. Okay, so that when I print country now, it should give me an empty dictionary. Great, so this has been cleared. Okay, so that's why we now have an empty dictionary. Now what if I use delete? Okay, guys, so to basically delete the entire dictionary, you just have to specify this delete del, and then the name of what you want to delete. Now when you do this, okay, and then you you attempt to, let's say, okay, so you once you delete, okay, it's no longer there. Okay, so let me run this again. Okay, so let me say delete, okay, and then country. Okay, so now when I print country, okay, then it's going to throw an error. Okay, so it throws an error, so country is not defined. That means it has been deleted, and so that's how we delete a dictionary completely. Okay, so now guys, the last thing I want us to look at is looping a dictionary. So now looping a dictionary is very simple. I'll remove this clear delete thing here, and then so I have my list, my dictionary back. So now looping, okay, so we are going to loop. Okay, so we can just say for and then X, or let me say for country item in country, okay, and then we can simply print, okay, the country item. So now when we do that, then we can print. Now what it does is that it actually prints the key. Okay, it prints the key. So what if we want to print, let's say, the whole items? Okay, so you can just say dots and then items, so that it's going to iterate through the country items, not just the country keys. Now when I run this, you notice that you now have the country items. Okay, now what if I'm only interested in the values? It's very simple. So I can just use the dot values, okay, method. Okay, so that when I run this, I now have the values printed. And so, ladies and gentlemen, this is all about dictionaries. Okay, in the next video, we will look at set. See you.